Lesson 3.
জোরে বলো, হ্যাঁ।
Lesson 3. The passing away of Bapu.
ইয়েস,
Nayantara Segar.
ইয়েস,
Read the following. Unit on. I was having tea at home on the evening of 13th January 1948 when I was called to Berla House by an urgent telephone. Gandhiji had been shot on his way to a prayer meeting. I was numb with shock as I got into the car. At the Birla house, Gandhiji's relatives and followers had gathered around his body. There was silence in the room as Gandhiji breathed his last. Ghost of Bapu's death had spread thought Delhi like a fanned by wind. Sad group of men and women had collected around Berla house. Out of every window one could see a blur brown of faces. They did not make a sound. There was an unnatural silence. It was as if time stood still for those few minutes. The people were to
স্টান্ট মানে হতবাক হওয়া।
stand to speak in the beginning. Later they clamored wildly, shouting and crying. They jostled on another in the stampede to break into the house. They camped later when it was announced that they would be allowed to see Gandhiji before the funeral. Then when so then এটা হবে THN then না হয়
ইয়েস, ইয়েস, দেন মানে তখন।
Then on his face with the shock of a loved one's death, on whimpers that will become
হোয়াট উইল
become
নয়, বিকেম।
became
ও সিওএমই আছে, তাহলে বিকাম মানে পরিণত হওয়া, এক রূপ থেকে অন্য রূপে যাওয়া।
become of me now that he has left me. This was surely the question uppermost in the mind of the mourning people.
Yes.
They looked like lost children. It was the question in many of our hearts as we sat, still shocked and unbelieving. We listened to the broadcast training the people of India that their Bapu was no more.
Okay, fantastic. The hidden treasure. Once there was an old man who had 4 sons. All 4 of them were very lazy. One day, the old man fell sick and was counting his lost days in bed. He worried a lot about son's future as young men hesitated a lot of work. The hidden treasure. Once there was an old man who had 4 sons. All 4 of them were very lazy. One day, the old man fell sick and was counting his last days in bed. He worried a lot about his son's future as the young men hesitated a lot to work. The sons believed that luck would favor them. The old man's health deteriorated every day, and he decided to talk to his sons about their future. However, his sons did not listen to him. Finally, the old man decided to play a trick to let his sons realize the importance of works. He called all his sons and let them sit near him on his bed. He said that he had a treasure box with gold coins and expensive gems for them and wanted to share the treasure equally among the four of them. The young men were very happy and asked where his father had placed the treasure. The old man replied, I cannot exactly remember the place where I have hidden the treasure. However, the treasure box is buried in our land. I am finally cannot sure about the place where I have hidden the treasure box. Even though the lazy young sons were happy, they were sad that the old man had forgotten the place where the treasure was hidden. After a few days, the old man died. The sons decided to dig the land to find the treasure box. They worked very hard and dug their land. They could not find any treasure box in the land. Finally, they decided to dig a spot in the land that was a bit different from the rest of the area. The sons believed that the treasure was buried in that spot. They dug the specific spot deeply but got nothing but water. A passer-by who noticed the land and the water flowing from the spot talking to the sons about farming. Upon his advice, the four sons sowed vegetable seeds and planted grains and flourished plants in their land. Since the land was very fertile with abundant water. Within a few weeks, it became a fertile garden with nutritious vegetable and grains. The four sons sold the vegetables at the good price and earned a good amount of money. Then they realized that it was hard work that was referred to as treasure box by their father. Gradually, the four sons overcame their laziness, worked hard, earned more money, and lived happily. Work hard. Hard work always pays. Thank you very much. The hidden treasure. Once there was an old man who had four sons. All four of them were very lazy. One day the old man fell sick and was counting his last days in bed. He worried a lot about his son's future as the young man hesitated a lot to work. The son believed that luck would favor them. The old man's head deteriorated every day, and he decided to talk to his sons about their future. However, his sons did not listen to him. Finally, the old man decided to pay a strict to let him sons realized the importance of work. He called all his sons and let them sit near him on his bed. He said that he had a treasure box with gold coins and expensive gems for them and wanted to share the treasure equally among the four sons. The hidden treasure. Once there was an old man who had four sons. All four of them were very lazy. One day, the old man fell sick and was counting his last days in bed. He worried a lot about his son's future as the young man hesitated a lot to walk. The sons believed that luck would favor them. The old man's health deteriorated very day. A good teacher, a man or a woman who teaches the students in any educational situation is called a teacher. A teacher, especially a good or an ideal teacher, is one of the most important people of a country. He is a valuable asset to any country. He is the architect of a nation. A good teacher is a friend, philosopher, and guide to his students. He makes lesson interesting to them. He awakens the students and arouses their eagerness for learning. He makes them confident and probes them clever. He discovers the hidden treasure in each student. He also wants them happy. He keeps them busy at school and at home. His general nature is also good, so a good teacher should have the necessary qualifications and professional training. Thank you. My family. The family which I live in consists of my parents, me, and my younger brother. That is, we have a nuclear family. In our family, my mother plays the most important role. She does a wide number of activities which includes cooking, washing, nursing, tutoring, etc. My father, who is a government employee, always stays outside the home during his office hours. Our whole family depends on his income. He invariably returns home in the evening, and at night the becomes busy with the business. He is running with some of his friends. He just earns for us. As we have a small family of only four members, my parents never fail to meet our wants. But sometimes my parents face difficulties to provide us with everything we need. 10 years ago, we lived in an extended family along with my grandparents. There are several sons and their families. 5 years back, my father comes to the city and settled here permanently. From that time, we have been living in a nuclear family. Apart from this, my mother's position in the family has now much improved than before. My father fully relies on her in every matter, and there is a great understanding between them. Thank you very much.